Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. So today I'm gonna talk about one of the features of Workato which is very useful in going into new environments. That is the recipe lifecycle management. Basically, we can call it as RLCM. So what exactly it does is, as you can see, there's a page for my Workato which is open, which has different projects which are just made for training purposes. So mostly organizations plan and try to test and deploy new integrations with the recipe development lifecycle. So this thing involves moving recipes from a development environment to a testing environment. So this is the main purpose of recipe lifecycle management. And from a testing environment to a production or deployment environment afterwards. So there are two features into it. First, what we do is whenever we make a recipe in the production environment on a sandbox, we try and test it, and then by moving it to a testing environment through RLCM feature, that is the recipe lifecycle management feature, we can just move that production to a testing environment. And after, when we have some testing which we do with some initial data and the input data that we get from business side, and when we have a green signal to take off, then what we try to do is we again use the recipe lifecycle management feature and post it towards the production and deployment. So just before going and showing you how it is done, I'll just tell you one thing, like recipe lifecycle management is one of the features that enables teams to collaborate concurrently in a planned and controlled recipe development effort. So like this tool allows to export and import packages which contains the recipe and also the dependencies that we have. And what exactly I'm planning and what exactly the developers are planning to do into this is, like moving all the dependencies and packages that we have into the recipe. All the the users they can just import and export their recipe as a packages, and it also consists of all the assets that can be exported in a package. For example, a recipe chosen in a different folder, or it might have subfolders like the recipes in those subfolders, also some connections which are associated with it. Also there might be lookup tables, schemas or templates. So all these import export of packages, they are useful when teams are collaborating across different Workato accounts. For example, if the development team wishes to move recipe over to a quality analyst team's Workato account or to a production Workato account, so these feature might help them in a proper way to move from one environment to another. So I'll just show you how it is done. So this is the folder of project that I have. I have a different projects here which I've made and connected. So in the Workato, when you go inside the tools section, you can find a recipe lifecycle management feature over here. So when we click on it, we have a interface open for recipe lifecycle management in the export section. So first, there are two things: exporting and importing. The first step that we have to do is exporting. So in this exporting, there's a step called creating a manifest, which defines the assets to be exported. So when we click on a create a new manifest, we have two important fields to be filled on. First is the manifest name, and second is the source folder. So if I just select the source folder of creating a customer record to, and giving a manifest name according to Workato naming conventions, if we can say it's accelerate and okay. So we have given a manifest name and we have given a source folder. Again guys, I'm talking going through all the best practices. We have a best practice of all the naming conventions which are followed by Workato, and I must suggest all of you to follow that as well. So doing this, we gave the manifest name and we are giving the source folder as well. When I click on next, then it generates your manifest. So now that all that you can see is the projects related to it, and also the recipe inside it, and the dependencies that we are present inside it. So in this case, dependent asset not found, this can be a message. This is not an error that you are getting, but these are the uh, connections or dependencies. If they ask you if you want to just take it forward and create a manifest or not. So I'll just deselect it because I don't want it to take forward, and I'll select the source folder again. So sometimes what happens is you need to take all those forward because those are the dependencies of this project. So by clicking it all, I'll go on to create manifest. Right now, this is the manifest that we have created. You can again go back and edit to it, but if you like, when you are not sure, you want to add something else. So as you can see, the packages will be built and exported based on this manifest. So this is the manifest that we have created, and when I go and click on build and export package, it will create a zip file and download it in your device. I'll just click on download, and as you can see, we have a zip file which is downloaded, creating a customer record too. We have downloaded that file. Now what we have to do is again go back to the recipe lifecycle management, and now we come on the import section. This is the something that we just now exported it. Now we have to go into import section. So import section, it allows you to move the sets of the recipes and dependencies that you have from different Workato accounts. So if I click on import, then we just want to select the file that we just exported. So that's something which we have downloaded in a zip format. So when I click on this format and go into downloads, I have this file here. I'll open it here, which is in a zip format, and again selecting the targeted folder, like where do we want to place that recipe. So it was in customer creating record 2. I'll select that one. If I do this and if we select next, it will analyze all the package that we have, and then the recipe, how the import package assets will be moved to this account. So this is all the package and all the project folder. Under that project folder, the recipe name and all the dependencies that it has, it will come here, and we can do it. So after clicking next, what you can do is you can import that data from a zip file. So this is the last stage. Now package imported, it means that that package has been imported from this section to a different section, and right now what we are saying is the package imported that we are getting is the package that we just exported with all the folder project and all the dependencies that we have, so that we can run that thing on a testing environment. So if I click on finish, that will submit it and we are done with it. Right now, for now, I won't click on finish because this is a different environment right now. But when you guys work on a production environment and try to move it on a staging one, which is the testing one, you'll get to know, because you'll have to apply all the same steps that I told right now. So in this way we can go on and study about the recipe lifecycle management. There are many videos on Workato docs as well, where you can just refer the documentation and some videos on how it is done. But this is something that I've showed you exactly because doing it from an experience, we can just let other people who want to enroll themselves for Workato know what exactly and how exactly it is done. So this is all about recipe lifecycle management, guys. I'll make sure that I upload more and more videos in the coming sessions. Thank you.